Here I'm going to show you some other tips and tricks. So let's say you have a column that looks like this, and it's really hard to read. You can't actually tell what's in that column. You can change the width of that column by just getting it for that blue bar to show up and that arrow, and then just dragging till you think it's the appropriate size. Now, if you want to get it to be the size that fits the data that's in that column perfectly, you do the same thing. You bring up that blue bar and the arrow, and instead of clicking and dragging, you just double click. And it'll make it the size that it needs to be to show all the data that you need to be able to see. So I could do the same thing with the open and the high and all that stuff. Now again, if that's not working for you, then you can expand it back out or pull it back in and get it to the size that you want it to. Another thing you can do with formatting is you can highlight a group of cells and you can change which way they're justified. So right now this is all of them are justified to the left of the cell. I can choose the center of the cell, so they're all centered as titles, or I could put it to the right of cell if I want to. The default alignment for numbers is to the right, and the default alignment for words is to the left. So if you want anything other than those things, you need to essentially force it. All right, another thing you can do is actually if you highlight a few different rows at the same time and you drag a column side like I just did there, it makes all of them that same exact width as you just made that column. So if I want A, B, C, and D to all have the same width for whatever reason, then I can make sure to do that. You can do kind of the same thing with the rows. Now the rows actually will adjust if you change the font size. So if I highlight my whole sheet here and I change my font size to 24, well, my rows are going to get a lot wider because they need to. I can adjust that back to 12. My rows will adjust with it. I can also change what font I'm using, and that may or may not change the row widths as well, the row heights. So that's another thing you're able to do. It's good for formatting. If you want to put borders around your cells to clean it up a little bit, you could go here to borders. There's lots of different border options available to you. You can make borders all the way through. You can take them out. You can do it only on the bottom row. So way down here, you can't see it right now because it's highlighted. You could do only the middle rows. It shows up there. And clean it back up. You can change the color that your border is. So we can do a blue border now and looks like that. You can do a line style. So instead of solids, you can use dashed lines. And those are essentially all the border choices. Now, you can do some more special formatting. Let's say I wanted to do these special up here. I can go to format. I thought maybe not. Oh, never mind, that doesn't work. So the border choices they have here are the only border choices you have. And so there's that. Can't think of anything else that I would want to add there. But of course, you can change font color. So I could change the color to whatever I wanted to. And we can do strike through, we can do italics, do bold, whatever you want to do there. All right, so there's that. Hopefully that helped you with some of the formatting options.